What's going on? Welcome to the video. It's Sunday. I'm gonna weigh myself. I wouldn't be surprised if I was actually up a little bit, even though I ate less food yesterday just because I had a meal out. Probably massive amounts of sodium, probably holding on to some water. So we'll check that out. Not surprising, I've been hovering around that 158, 159, and on like really heavy days I've been like 160. So it's just funny to show, like on the days that I ate way under my macros in the last 2 weeks, I was the heaviest the next day. But my body feels kind of sore. I crushed an upper body yesterday. Before that was a lower body workout. But I'm gonna get up and get to the gym right now because I know that they open at 7 a.m. and I know that I have a long day ahead of me of calls, and I'm just gonna feel better. I'm gonna feel more engaged, more ready to go, more energized for my clients if I can get up, get my body moving, get some pre-workout in me, and it's just gonna be a better day. So I'm gonna do that. I'll probably do like some foam rolling. I'll probably walk on a very steep incline on a treadmill, like a 14.0 incline, until I burn like 200 calories, just to kind of warm myself up. And I'll probably do some accessory work. So maybe some arms, like biceps, triceps, maybe some deltoids, and some maybe I'll do a lot of core today. If I had known I was gonna work out 5 times this week, I would have done upper, lower, push, pull legs, but I kind of ended up going with upper, lower. So a good way to add in a 5th day to that is to either do some cardio, do like a metabolic conditioning type workout, which you can find on my Rose Fitness NY Facebook page or Instagram page if you scroll through on what that is, or you can do like an accessory day. And since my goal is a lean bulk, I feel like that is the best option for me today, so I'm gonna go do that. Pre-workout's going down, so I got a banana and I've got my Modern Athlete pre-workout, and that's all I'm having for today because I want to get there quickly. And my first call is at 8:30, so I'm trying to give myself an hour or so at the gym. All right guys, so I'm back from the gym, got a decent pump in, got a really good accessory workout and core workout in. Sorry I wasn't able to get clips of it. Morgan returns tomorrow, so I'll get back to getting you guys some clips. She has been super helpful in that, but as you can see, my arms look decently large, right? It's like, you know, I feel like I'm definitely gaining some size. I still have some definition in my core. I'm starting to feel really good with this amount of food. It's about 3,000 calories. In the gym, like when your muscles are at work and when you can, you know, see different angles and different movements that your body's doing, is when you'll generally see like the progress, that maybe you see some striations or you see some, you know, something in your body that you didn't notice previously when you were working out. You know, eating in a calorie surplus, even if it's just by a little bit, is that you're gonna feel energized, you're gonna feel stronger. I'm starting to really like where I'm at right now, even though I'm white as fuck. But right now, so my first call got delayed, so I'm actually thinking of running to the grocery store. But right now what I was doing was I'm watching a documentary on YouTube from Jordan Syatt. I don't know if you can see that. If you're not familiar, Jordan Syatt's another fitness coach and trainer, also based in New York City. Very well-known guy. He's got a lot of followers on social media. He trains Gary Vaynerchuk, puts out some really good content. He seems like he's genuinely, you know, one of these coaches out here that hopefully, like I feel like you guys get the same vibe from me, but actually gives a shit about people and actually cares about giving people value as opposed to just selling them stuff. He did a 30-day challenge where he ate a Big Mac every single day while he was in a fat loss or weight loss phase. So he was eating in a calorie deficit and just made sure to fit in a Big Mac, which is 550 calories, into his daily calorie intake. And he ended up losing, I think, 7 pounds over the course of the month while eating a Big Mac every single day. So that's just a really good message, a similar kind of message as to the one that I'm doing this month, whereas I'm showing you that, you know, I'm eating a lot more food than he was eating, right? I'm actually in a muscle building phase, whereas he was in a fat loss phase. So I'm expecting to gain a little bit of weight and that's what my goals are, to get a little bit bigger. That's what I was just doing right now, watching his final kind of video on that. I'm gonna go to the grocery store, get some stuff. Before I do that, I'm going to check my progress tracker, see how my weight trended this week compared to last week, and I'll show you kind of how I track my progress in that regard. All right, guys, so wanted to share with you my tracker here of how I'm actually tracking my progress and seeing if my weight's going up from week to week. And this is going to help me decide whether or not I make adjustments and actually increase my food, or determine what adjustments I need to make week by week. And this is exactly what I do with my clients. So I have a simple spreadsheet here where I enter my weight each day, as you can see in here. So that was for week 1. I was pretty much in the 157 to 160 range. And that's the thing, our weight's gonna fluctuate every single day, which is why I weigh myself every single day. And then I can see the average for the whole week here. And that's a more important number and more important information to collect, as opposed to what your weight is on any given day at any point in time. Because based on the amount of sleep you've had, the amount of water, carbs, sodium, meals you've eaten recently, whether you have to use the bathroom, like your weight's gonna fluctuate based on all those things and dozens more. So it doesn't make sense to just weigh yourself at any given point in time. If you take the average of the whole week, you can actually see the bigger picture of what's actually happening and compare the trend of that, average weight from last week compared to this week, which is what I'm doing now. And based on that information, I'm going to determine whether or not I'm going to increase my food or decrease it, or whatever the case is. So as you can see here, I entered in all my macros, what I ended up finishing for each day. And what I realized was on the weekends, I was not nearly as on point as I was Monday through Thursday. And that's a normal thing to happen, but because I'm tracking it and I see it in front of me, and also I'm documenting it for everybody to see, I can really make it a point to do better on that next time, which is what I've done this week. Yesterday wasn't a great day, but Friday, I was pretty locked in this past Friday. And today I'm gonna hit my macros as well, even though I didn't yesterday. So as you can see here, this week my weight is up a little bit. I woke up today at 160. That will probably be back down under 160 tomorrow if I had to put a guess on it. But I didn't see 157 at all this week. I was in the 158s, I saw 159, and I saw 160 twice. And what I'm really looking at is the average weight. So my average weight for the week was 159.6. Last week it was 158.1. So the average was up exactly 1.5 pounds from last week. And for me, that's a pretty aggressive rate to be gaining on a lean bulk, right? For a lean bulk, what I would recommend is someone who wants to gain muscle while limiting as much body fat gain as possible. You should aim for anywhere from like 0.5 pound on the average gained per week to maybe a full pound. So I'm over that. I'm at 1.5, so I'm actually not going to increase my calories at all, my macros. I'm going to leave it at 70 fat. I'm going to leave it at 400 carbs and 200 protein, especially because I haven't shown that I can hit those numbers 7 days out of the week. Like, I really need to do that for this upcoming week. But I just wanted to show you that. That's how I'm tracking this. And that's what I'll continue to do, so you guys can see week by week what's happening. But if I was to tell you on, day one of this, daily vlogs of documenting, my lean bulk, I feel like a lot of people are very scared of carbs, and they kind of demonize carbs, and they think if they eat too many carbs, they're going to gain so much weight so quickly. But the reality is, I've been eating 400 grams of carbs every single day, and I've only gained 1.5 pounds on average in 2 full weeks, which, a difference in visually how I look, my physique isn't much, right? So I've been eating, there's been times where I've been like force feeding myself, and I'm not fat yet. So that's the good news. And if you're strategic with your nutrition, eating the right amount of things, and your macros are, allocated properly, and you're in the right calorie range, you're going to look good, and you're going to continue to see progress with your body, regardless of what the scale says, because the scale definitely is not the most important thing. All right. So just wanted to share that with you guys. And I'll catch you guys in a bit. All right guys, meal one after my workout. So I had that banana beforehand. Right now I've got my bagel, last one I have left in the fridge, 2 whole eggs on it, and I've got my English muffin with jelly. I don't have egg whites here because I've ran out, so I'm gonna run over to the grocery store as soon as I eat this. I'm gonna pick up stuff for the week, and it's gonna be good because I know now that I'm not gonna be increasing my calories or my macros because the rate at which I was gaining this week compared to last week was higher than what I was aiming for. So there's no need to increase that. Let's see if it's the same this upcoming week. It will be interesting. Or if it kind of settles in and kind of comes down a little bit, which is kind of what I would expect. But in that case, like since I know my macros are the same, I'm just gonna get the same groceries that I got last week, or very similar ones. It just makes things a lot easier. Since that meal, I have done a couple coaching calls. I've done, I think, 3 coaching calls, and I actually went outside and I shot some baskets. I have a basketball hoop out there, and I was just kind of relaxing, enjoying myself out there. I spent like an hour or so out there just shooting by myself, and I did my coaching calls while I was outside, which was really nice, really relaxing. And I think that's something that's really underrated in getting in shape and being healthy in general, is getting those steps in, right? You know, it doesn't have to be basketball, it can be anything. It can be going for a walk outside, it can be just walking more in general. So that's one thing that I'm gonna actively try to do more of, especially as we get into winter here in New York, while the weather's still nice enough to go outside. But I also did get groceries, and I'm not gonna show them to you because I pretty much got the same exact things that I got last week. So my main protein sources are ground turkey, 93% lean. I got chicken breast, I got eggs, I got egg whites. For carbs, I got my bagels, I got my English muffins, I got cinnamon raisin flavored English muffins this time. I got white rice, individually packaged. I got my cereal, my protein cereal and my Raisin Bran cereal. I got some asparagus. I got some Cliff Bars as snacks. I got like little cottage cheese packets, good source of protein and some carbs. So I'm ready to go. I'm gonna jump on. I have like 4 or 5 calls in a row now, so I'm gonna go get those done, and I'll check in with you guys after. All right guys, in between coaching calls now, I'm having a lunch meal. It's really a snack. I didn't cook anything, but I wanna show you what it is. It's kind of an odd assortment of snacks. Morgan's always making fun of me for mixing stuff together that doesn't go together, but to be honest, like, I don't really care. I don't really give a shit what things taste like. I just eat them because they hit my macros and because they're gonna help me see the results that I wanna see. That's all I care about, is getting good results. So just be prepared for what I'm about to eat. So I'm having one of these cookies and cream light and fit Dannon yogurts. These are really good, only 130 calories. It tastes sweet because it's got the kind of like the Oreo bits that I can put in there. Only 3 grams of fat, 16 carbs, 11 protein. And then I picked one of these up at the grocery store because I knew it was gonna help me with protein and with carbs. So this is a naked protein smoothie. So these have a lot of carbs and a lot of sugar, but supposedly it's just natural sugar from the fruits that are actually in it. It's not added sugar. So that's good, but sugar is sugar, and carbs are carbs, and this whole thing is 390 calories. This is a lot, right? If you're looking to lose weight, if you're looking to lose fat, this is a really hefty snack to have. This is like a really calorie dense snack. So for me, who's looking to gain muscle and build and grow, like, it's good for me. It's gonna help me hit my goals. There's only 2 fat, there's 62 carbs and 30 protein. So I only get the ones, most of these don't have much protein at all, like less than 5 grams. This one has 30, so there's a few that have 30 grams of protein. If you're ever gonna go with these naked drinks, I only recommend the ones with the protein. So I'm gonna have that as well. And then I made one of Jesse's famous chocolate peanut butter banana protein smoothies. So this is gonna be a lot better than that naked drink. This, you know, it's a weird allocation of snacks, but all of these snacks together is about 117 carbs, only 12 fat, and 69 grams of protein. So this is solid. I'm gonna have this, and I'm really determined to hit my macros today. What's up guys, it's about 5 p.m. now, so my group coaching call for my Modern Man program's at 8 p.m. Right now I'm going through client spreadsheets and information to give them the proper adjustments for this upcoming week. A lot of them are really crushing it. We've had people lose weight. This week we've had people you know, who are doing really, really well. So it was a really great day to be able to chat with them and talk about, you know, how, you know, good they're doing and how amazing they're feeling. So that's always a positive part of my day. I made a meal just now. I pretty much made what I eat for breakfast just because I didn't want to cook like the food that I got for this week for tonight's dinner. So this is what I have. I have 4 servings of egg whites. I have my English muffin with jelly, and I have 2 whole eggs on an English muffin rather than on a bagel. So this meal is gonna give me some protein, some carbs. I'm also gonna have this Lenny and Larry's cookie because I really gotta get going on my macros. What I have left after I eat this is going to be 36 carbs, so very doable, 16 fat, and 49 protein. But if I'm under 50 in each, I'm confident I'm gonna be able to get that in. You know, that worst case scenario, I could have a protein shake, some cereal or something along those lines, but I'm definitely gonna hit my macros today. I'll keep you guys posted on how I close out the day. All right guys, the day is coming to an end. It was a long Sunday, but it was a really good one. Spoke to a lot of amazing clients of mine who are making really big life changes, who are seeing the progress that they wanna see. We've got guys who are crushing it this month in October, losing weight, losing body fat, getting stronger. We've got guys in a lean bulk just like myself. You know, it brightens my day to see them firsthand really making life-changing results for themselves. With my guidance, obviously makes me feel good about myself as well. I got the Yankee game on right now. It's the bottom of the 8th inning. It's tied 2-2. It's the playoff game with the Astros. Generally on Sundays, I get to bed a bit later. I try to get to bed by like, believe it or not, like 9:30 or 10 p.m. most nights. Doesn't always happen, but that's what I aim for because I like to be up by like 5 a.m. But on Sundays, I generally am in bed around 11 or 12 o'clock just because, you know, I'm doing check-ins all day, doing some extra work to get people prepared for the week, tweaking programs, making proper adjustments for my guys. That's what I've been up to. I crushed it on my macros today, so I'm finishing off the day at exactly 200 grams of protein, 405 grams of carbs, and 60 grams of fat. So I'm under 10 on the fats, but to be honest, I'm not too worried about it because my weight this week was up 1.5 pounds, which is a bit at a faster rate than I'd like it to be. A good rate that I'd like to gain is about 1/2 pound per week, even up to a full pound per week is probably a good range where there's minimal body fat being gained, but my average was up by 1.5 pounds. We'll see what I wake up at tomorrow. So after that, those snacks that I had a clementine, and then I had a 1.5 scoops of protein powder, getting a bit fancy there. To hit my protein goal, I had a 1.5 scoops of protein, and I'm gonna get to bed after this game and wake up, crush Monday and get the week started off right. So thank you for watching the video, and I will see you guys next time.